Hi all and welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're all doing okay. Right, first of all I'm going to start off with a big apology for not doing any uploads recently. I'm so sorry, and apart from having a lot going on here with a lot of building work, windows being replaced, decorating and so on like that, it's been really tough to be able to get the chance to do these videos, but that's not a good enough excuse. I should have done a video to explain what was going on and why there was so much silence, and I do apologise, I really do, and I hope you can forgive me and bear with me as I try and catch up with everything that's gone on in Formula 1 over the time that I haven't been doing any videos. But anyway, I'm going to pick up on a few things that happened after this last weekend, and it's things that I think are quite important. You might agree with me, you might not, but I'm going to start off with Max Verstappen, because he's threatened to walk away from Formula 1 after being handed a community service order at the Singapore Grand Prix. Verstappen was given the sanction after swearing in the pre-race press conference. Speaking on the community service order, Verstappen said, "These kinds of things definitely decide my future. If you can't be yourself, all you have to deal with these silly things. I'm now at a stage of my career that you don't want to be dealing with this all the time. It's really tiring. Everyone is pushing to the limit, everyone in this paddock, even at the back of the grid. But if you have to deal with all these kinds of silly things, for me, that's not a way of continuing in this sport. That's for sure." And Lewis Hamilton has sided with Verstappen by saying, "I think it's a bit of a joke. To be honest, this is the pinnacle of the sport. Mistakes are made. I certainly won't be doing it, community service, and I hope Max doesn't do it either." So that's really quite an interesting one, because I don't see what Formula 1 can do about this. I really don't. And as Max pointed out, he wasn't swearing at anyone in particular. It was just in general within the team about the issues that they're facing at the moment. So yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with that one, but I really don't think community service is the right thing to do. By all means, give me your thoughts down in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Then I want to move on to Lando Norris, because he believes it is possible for him to overtake Max Verstappen at the top of the Drivers' Championship standings to become F1 World Champion this year. Speaking after claiming victory in Singapore, he told Sky Sports, "This is what I've got to do. This is what I need. This is what we need to do as a team. We've executed things perfectly as a team, and especially to get Oscar Piastri in P3 today. But we need to do it at every race until the end of the year. If I want to have a chance to get Max, but we're working hard, and if I keep doing what I've done this weekend, then it's definitely possible." And I've got to be honest, there's still 6 races to go, and I believe there's an upgrade coming for the Red Bull in Austin, which is just under 3 weeks' time, so we'll see where it all falls into place then. But then I want to move on to McLaren CEO Zak Brown, because he's questioned the sporting legality of RB's decision for Daniel Ricciardo to claim the fastest lap at the Singapore Grand Prix, which has benefited their sister team Red Bull. Ricciardo denied Norris the fastest lap despite finishing outside of the points, leading to Brown questioning the move given that it has aided Max Verstappen's driver championship hopes. Brown said, "That's a nice AB team sporting thing that I didn't think was allowed. But hey, that's not the first time we've seen it, probably won't be the last. I'll certainly ask some questions. It's something I've spoken about in the past, and I think it illustrates that it does happen, because I think you wouldn't have made the pit stop to go for that. It's not going to get anyone a point, so I think it does illustrate the issue around the topic." And I see completely where Zak Brown's coming from with this, because Ricciardo not being in the top 10, getting the fastest lap, doesn't earn a point. But this instruction clearly came from Red Bull down to RB for Daniel Ricciardo to steal this point, because I believe, if everything's right that I've read, at this moment in time, he's still going to miss out on this championship by 1 point. Now, it would have ended up that they were going into Abu Dhabi level on points, and we all saw how that ended in 2021. But I don't think, in the fairness of racing, Red Bull should have done that. And if I'm honest, I don't think Daniel Ricciardo should have done it, because there is this talk from Toto Wolff backing up Christian Horner by saying drivers get bonuses for the fastest lap. Well, if that's the case, surely whoever's at the back of the grid would be doing that every weekend, wouldn't they? It wouldn't matter if you finish last. You get the bonus for the fastest lap, but not a point. I don't think that's the right way of looking at it. I think it was underhand. That's my opinion. Please, again, let me have yours on this, because I think this is quite an interesting one. And has Zak Brown got any right to sort of raise this question? Because I think he has. I really do, because that 1 point could prove quite crucial at the end of the year. That's my opinion, and please let me have your thoughts on that too. Then I want to move on to Toto Wolff, because he's accused Christian Horner of stirring shit up after Horner mentioned George Russell's name in a list of potential options for his team in the 2025 driver market. Russell is believed to be out of contract with Mercedes at the end of next year. Horner told Sky Sports F1, "We just want to take time to consider what those options look like for the future, and we are not afraid to go out of the pool. George Russell is out of contract at the end of next year. It would be foolish not to take that into consideration. There are other talented drivers that could well be out of contract as well." When these comments were put to Wolff, he said, "Christian is always trying to stir shit up. It's part of the game. George is a Mercedes driver, has been forever, and hopefully will be forever. We have a long contract with him." Now, I'm not too sure, but I think this could be Christian Horner playing mind games. I might be wrong. Well, certainly won't be the first time, and it definitely won't be the last time either. And just to finish off, Red Bull's strategy chief is joining McLaren. Will Courtney is the third member of Red Bull's senior management to leave in the past 5 months. Now, that's another one. That's another interesting story, because is this all down to what happened with Christian Horner and the allegations of inappropriate behaviour? Are the team just falling apart? Is it anything to do with the potential that Max may be going? We don't know whether he's going to leave Red Bull next year. It depends how these next 6 races turn out, but there's some fascinating stuff in Formula 1, but please bear with me, because like I said, I missed out a load of content. I did manage to miss a lot of the races during the time that I was having all this stuff done here. So please bear with me while I try and catch up with some of it. But I wanted to get a video out there explaining why there was nothing from me, and I truly am sorry for doing that. But anyway, that's all I got for you this evening. And of course, if you do like what I do, please consider pressing the like button and the subscribe button, and also pressing the notification bell so you get those all-important warnings from me in future uploads. But again, I thank you so much indeed for being here with me. I really and truly do appreciate it. So until the next time, take care.